What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. So excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Many of us who immigrated to from Africa to the U.S. came with various expectations that are often far from reality. Africa 54's hashtag of the year talks to colleagues. We're here at the Voice of America and brings us this report.
I'm here at the Africa division of Voice of America to talk with some of my colleagues from the continent about their culture shock experiences when they first came to America.
I thought everything was like Hollywood. You get here, you can meet Will Smith on the road, you can speak to Beyonce. When you watch TV at home, everything looks like it's glitz and glamour. And then when you get here, people work hard. You know, it's not TV. That's what I discovered.
Say that again for the people in the back. When you get here, people are working hard. We don't have no one out here that's like extremely lazy. There are people in certain parts and whatnot, but the overall lazy people that people try to make us out to be, people are working hard, man. They're working for their lifestyle every single day. So
right, I mean, especially now, it's hard out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk about the eggs. Every day. Talking about them eggs.
The eggs high. Everything high.
Everything.
Everything. Wait, but
Roblox I want to talk about
Yeah, sure. Can you buy some Roblox?
What? Oh man, we need answers.
But let's talk about they see Hollywood on their screen so much.
Talk about that. Yeah.
I wonder if I don't know how old this video is, but you guys sent it in, so it's important for us to watch. I don't know how old this is, but I wonder if now that more people are watching regular everyday people's lives on the social media,
right?
How does that change? Like, how do you all feel about our different lifestyles? Do you all feel the same way that she did? Like, during this time, she thought she'll be able to meet Beyonce and the people was on the street. You could talk to them. Like, how do y'all feel now watching so much content from regular day people?
I love that question. Yeah. I would really like to hear y'all answer on that. I love that question. Yeah. Because, you know, we grew from cable to Roku.
Cable TV.
You know what I'm saying? That cable bill with the telephone bill, all that stuff was like, when you just becoming an adult.
Listen.
And you're like, yo, what's this bill for?
Wow,
I don't even watch half these channels. I can't even keep up with all of them. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So you just get your little Roku and you good. Like, bills for what?
I love streaming.
You know what I'm saying? So now you get to watch more in-depth what you choose to watch. And that makes more sense instead of having all these channels go all the way up to 1,000 something?
You know what? It's not even the channels that I had a problem with. I love watching different channels. It was the $200 bill.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Remember one time, that was our highest bill in the house.
Looked like a whole life insurance bill or something, car note or something. Man. I'm like, yo.
Higher than the internet, not internet, higher than the lights.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they invented streaming.
And you know the TV just be running.
For real.
So that's a bill right there. Counting.
Myrie Kaseko from Tanzania was awestruck by America's cleanliness.
I remember the first time I landed, and we were driving, and that was Dallas Airport, and we were driving to D.C., and I couldn't believe how clean the city was. I can actually walk without shoes.
The first one was the smile.
He said he could have walked without shoes.
Yeah. And we were driving to D.C., and I couldn't believe how clean the city was. I can actually walk without shoes.
The first one was...
And you know what? I think Washington, D.C., and of course I don't live there, you know, but I love visiting Washington, D.C. I don't think they would allow Washington, D.C. to get
any level of, like, filth, trash out on the street.
Like the other countries. I mean, not countries, other cities.
No,
you know? I don't think they would allow that, because just knowing how their government works and also having the national government in the same city, you know.
And being a big tour attraction.
Right. I don't think it would get that way. And I say that's just like one city. Everywhere else, baby, it ain't that clean.
We've been in a few airports, but I got to admit, they had this one time we got off the plane, and it was this... It was really late, you know what I'm saying? But this odor was so... I was like, we got to get out of this building. The whole airport. Don't get me wrong, the building, everything facility looked clean. But it had a stench to it.
Like...
I was like, yo,
Somebody overflowed the bath.
Something was, it was terrible. But other than that, I agree with these comments, bro. I really actually love these comments that they're giving, like, you know, the U.S. this much, you know, props, because oftentimes people like to say the worst of the worst. But they're going
it's clean for the most part, but not really everywhere.
Not everywhere, but for y'all to just acknowledge the parts that y'all have been in and say that it's been clean like that, it's a big respect.
They smile. The fake smile.
Oh, here we go.
I'll meet someone and I'm like, hi. And then their lips are closed immediately for a second. So I was like, what's going on? But I was still smiling for like 5 minutes. I have my smile on me. But for them, it was just for a second. They have just their teeth out. I was shocked. I was like, what's going on here?
What did y'all do?
I know exactly what she's talking about.
And sometimes it's not even a smile.
Sometimes it's just the pulling in the face. It's like somebody put their cheeks back. It's like, what are you trying to say? Like, is it a hello? Is that a greeting? Right. Because like she's saying, oftentimes people are a little confused behind the dry smile and the keep walking. Like, it's like, what was that for?
Right. But they gotta come to the South, and not everywhere in the South. But you know where we from? We'll stop and have a whole conversation with you.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, I say in the most part, people like to hug.
Yeah, oh yeah,
you get a nice hug, a nice welcoming hug. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Meet Shaq Tiero, perhaps one of the tallest men in VOA.
What I expect from American was like, you know, I would see black people who's more related to me, you know, but when I first came, those are the people that look down on me more, you know. Wow. And people ask you a question, you know, how do you guys do in Africa? You know, they really literally think we don't go to school there. You know, we live lions, you know. I even make some people believe that I got pet lion in my house.
A month after Tigist Game arrived from Ethiopia. I gotta
defend our black people, and for the most part, most of our black people, not all, because you will get something like that. I'm not gonna just paint us all perfect. Some people. I feel like for the most part, we are the only group of people who have been stripped from a culture to have lack of knowing of one. And when we finally come across somebody, it's like that conversation is only for the extent of what we've been taught. You know what I'm saying? Right. The lack of knowing something. Right. You know what I mean?
And I hate that. I think most of the times it's just misinformed people.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, because we watched a video, and it was a while ago, and it was about the disconnect. The video was strictly about the disconnect, about what we were shown y'all to be and what y'all were shown us to be. And it was both bad images.
Very much so.
You know, so, I mean, like us now, we know a lot more about different cultures in Africa now, and I feel like we're able to relate a little bit more and have a little bit more understanding of the difference of people. Yeah, you know, and it's not, I wouldn't say it's being stripped from a culture, because now we have our own cultures. We were able to grow our own culture.
Well, I'm talking about from the history into the disconnect and not having a full relation with knowing if we should operate like this or move like this. We just have to recreate something to move in a certain way.
Yeah, and I just feel like, you know, we have divides within our own community.
100%.
Now, so it's just a complex issue.
Yeah. And then one more thing I want to mention is that oftentimes when people don't know something, the easiest thing they can do is pull negative from it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's more beneficial to pull positive from something than try to paint it negative. But when you don't have much information about it, the first thing you do is date back to the most traumatic moments. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have much memory of it. So
she met a friend at a coffee shop, but did not expect to hear this.
One of the lady asked me where I'm from. So I told her I'm from Ethiopia. And she looked at me and my friend and she's like, wow, you have a good body weight to be from Ethiopia. So,
that's wild.
And I guess she told everybody from Ethiopia was malnourished and skinny and we didn't have enough food.
I've noticed that Americans really don't know anything about Africa. They thought Africa is like a giant country. I said, do you know that we have 54 countries like Africa, 54 in Africa?
You know, growing up in Africa, it just gives you an over expectation of what it is, the life in America. The reality is that you have to get on that bus, that train, and you have to earn everything you get.
Everything.
I was shocked when I say I'm from Guinea and people were like, oh, you from Papua New Guinea? I said, no. Are you from Guinea-Bissau? I said, no. are you from Equatorial Guinea? I said, none of them. I'm from Guinea, and the city is Conakry. I said, oh, where is it? I have to explain myself. It's near Senegal, it's near Liberia, it's close to Sierra Leone or Ivory Coast. The first night, that wasn't...
But you know what? I feel like a part of that comes from our education. And a lot of it comes from the education, because I can vividly remember when we learned about the slavery times, they just said Africa. They didn't say different parts of Africa. Never. They just said Africa. So y'all know we research a lot, right? And so now when we were researching about our Louisiana history and we found our ancestors, by the way, we've been finding a lot about both of our ancestral trees, our genealogy trees, right?
Some proud moments.
And some proud moments, some not so proud moments, but we were able to date back to when our specific ancestors arrived in Louisiana. Major news, okay? Yeah. But anyway, when we went back into that, we were able to see the different parts, the specific parts of where they captured the people, not slaves. Where they captured the people and brought to Louisiana. Right. So that was the first time I was actually able to see different regions and not just Africa. Yeah. The big picture, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think part of that has to do with the school system.
The school system, 100%. Yeah.
Invited for dinner? Guess what? After meals, we're invited for some tea. And they told me, do you like hot tea or iced tea? I was like, wait a minute. Iced tea?
Yeah, we like iced tea.
Really? Now, that was my first time to drive in snow. I've never driven before in snow here. So I thought when snow is there, you drive normally and just hold on to your brakes. If you're going down, you just apply your brakes. So when I applied my brakes, Esther, what happened? You can't believe the car turned all over and faced where I was where I was coming from. It was an eye-opener to see so many things that are really different.
Yeah, that was cool, man. Cool. Some good positives and some things that was just more like a shocker because of communication differences.
Yeah, that was their culture shock.
That was, and I appreciate every aspect of their experiences, because you can't have one up and not have one down, at least a few downs, you know what I mean? And as you can see, we all have work to do at the end of the day. When you meet a person, especially they're not from your region or they're not from your country, however they go, the most best thing that you can do is just show them love. Right. Show them love, because that travels with them. Just like how they left one spot, they're going to go back with that same energy, and you will be the talk about topic.
Yeah.
Most of the times.
Yeah. Our elders always told us the first impression is the most important impression.
Absolutely, yeah.
And when I'm listening to these videos and people are like, the other people was cold to them, it's for me, it's a culture shock. Because of how we were raised. We was raised with Southern hospitality, and you want to treat your guests with the utmost respect and make them feel welcome. Yeah. Anytime somebody comes to our house, what they say?
I love the energy in here. Yeah.
I just want to sleep.
Yeah, I just want to lay down, relax.
Yeah, our house is relaxing because that's how we were taught. Yeah. You got to treat guests with respect and make them feel welcome.
100%.
All right, y'all. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.